So recently, VDM has come out to apologize to Mohbad's father concerning everything he said about him during this whole Mohbad saga, this Mohbad issue. That's the things surrounding Mohbad's death and stuff like that. So he has already come out to apologize, tender an unreserved apology to Mohbad's father. So, but the reason he said he actually condemned or criticized Mohbad's father then was because of the way he hastily buried his son. His son, right from time, VDM has been saying that the way and manner that guy was buried, that's not the way you bury Star. You just buried him like an ordinary person. Even some ordinary people say they never buried him like that, as they even sick by said they'll see family will still plan, come together, plan the burial. Maybe after a month or two they do the burial, or maybe even a week they can fix the burial. But this one now they just already bury him. So that was the part that VDM didn't really like from the start of this whole event. He didn't really like it, like that part. And even me, not just him, and many Nigerians were like saying that this man was too quick to bury his son. Like at least he would have made them to do autopsy and do some further investigation to know what really caused the death of his son. Because the death of that guy was the dying of that guy was like a misery. She gets it was a misery. Even tonight, it still remains a misery because nobody can actually pinpoint or hold strong what happened to him. Nobody can say this or this happened to him. So it was just them say accounts we have been working with from the start. So now that was it. And even from another thing that still made us to still blame the father for quickly burying his son, and we're not like we're not looking at him as a suspect. We're not looking at him with these suspicious eyes. Was because even when the body of the son was exhumed, when the body of the son was exhumed, they discovered blood inside the casket. So people were like, possibly they hurriedly buried him alive. That they buried him alive. That was now what we all were thinking at that point in time. That possibly he has not been confirmed dead before he was buried. So this part that was just why not just VDM, the whole Nigerians were actually not too happy with the dad, criticized and condemned him for that action. So this one, that was just the whole thing that happened then. But now, looking deep into this, VDM also said that even in his interview with the dad and stuff like that, he discovered that it was even Dre DMW that gave the father 2 million, that gave Mohbad's father 2 million to go and bury his son. And here's the twist: after giving Mohbad's father 2 million to bury his son, they now opened the WhatsApp group, and he was still part of people that were in that WhatsApp group that decided that they should go and exhume the body of Mohbad from the grave. So imagine now you bring 2 million, maybe they used to bury this boy. Now you used to go join the same people went from WhatsApp group. They decide for that WhatsApp group, see me they go exhume the body from grave, that's from the ground. So just imagine. So all those things now when you just do so, that guy. So there are some things I believe himself and some other people in that group they know. So there are some things they know concerning these boys. There are some things like, because you bring in 2 million that somebody should use to bury somebody, and now you now still going behind people's back after your so-called act of generosity or charity, going back and going to have another meeting with some people in an undisclosed WhatsApp group or a secret WhatsApp group where people now decided for one or two reasons to exhume the body again out of the ground. So all those things now show say even your own way is not clear. So, and now let's put it this way: if there should be anybody, when we say suppose really the para for this matter, so now even the father of Mohbad, because he went there and he saw that his son's body was lifeless on the ground in the sitting room. They met all of them there and met Mohbad's body lifeless on the ground. So normally at that point in time, if na man went staunch, if na man won't get funds, now no wetin suppose happen now. Everybody went to that sitting room with that body at that point in time. Everybody supposed sleep for sale. Like not be say they are all supposed to. They will in fact they for go police station. They for go police station, go answer questions. They would have gone for questioning. Plus and minus, they for spend like 4 days for prison. They for spend 5 days for detention. Because now no just come they explain. See, just imagine that saying a rich man this thing happen to. Man went staunch financially, man went get funds. Say now this thing happen to. Your fit come his son house, come meet his son, lying lifeless on the ground, and people sitting there in the living room. What happened to my son? Nobody could give me any reasonable explanation as to what happened to his son. Then you now expect them to go free. No, if it not happen. But based on say if I not get funds, then he just still chief for the matter. Even money to even bury his son was even a problem. It was even somebody, Dre DMW, that even brought money. That even brought money that gave him 2 million to go and bury his son. And at the end of the day, he turn back, go join people and say, okay, may they exhume the body for ground. Then they do some secret talk, do some so-called investigation in the name of saying they are fighting for justice. And at the end of the day, all their investigation and findings and everything they had, nothing they ever revealed to the public. They were just trying. So it was just as if the WhatsApp group was a group that was just formed by haters of Naira Marley, who were just trying to push further narratives who were trying to tie things to his head, push further narratives, wrong narratives against the guy to bring down his music career. So that's just the thing. So many things were actually wrong during this whole event. Many things went wrong. But I'll not talk too much. People should watch the apology video. So you just watch it, and at the end of it, you tell me what you feel concerning it. You drop it in the comment section, what you think about it. Do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Then also like, share this video so that people will also get to know that VDM has formally apologized or tender an apology to Mohbad's father as regards everything he said concerning him during Mohbad's death. So that's just all for today. Thank you and God bless.
All right, so I see saying Naira Marley don't drop inside of his story with a lot of evidence and timestamps. Some of the things he said in the video I already knew. Some of them came as a shock to me. Now, I read the comment on YouTube. A lot of people are talking in his favor. I went on TikTok. A lot of people were talking in Naira Marley's favor. I went on Facebook. A lot of people were talking in his favor, which is good. But that's by the way. I'll come back to Naira Marley later. But that's by the way. Now, let's go back again. And this time, Baba Mohbad. When Mohbad died, a lot of people bashed Baba Mohbad because he was buried too quick. They say, why would Baba Mohbad bury Mohbad too quick, including myself, very dark man? I say, why this man rush bury this boy? This boy is not a Muslim. This boy is a superstar. He deserves a befitting burial where a lot of stars, a lot of celebrities will attend. Why did they rush to bury Mohbad? Then the question became crazier, and the hate for Baba Mohbad became crazier the day when they go exhume Mohbad body, when they can't see fresh blood. People holla, say, they buried Mohbad alive. Look at fresh blood. They buried this boy alive. Oh, Baba Mohbad is jealous of Mohbad. He wanted Mohbad's property. He wants Mohbad's royalty. Oh, he has always been envious of his son. A lot of people said those things. I said my own. A lot of people said a lot of things about Mohbad. But guess what? The 2 million naira that DMW gave them is what they used to bury Mohbad. Do you know how crazy that is? The 2 million naira where DMW give them, now they used to bury Mohbad. Now let's go back again. Baba Mohbad said he came to Mohbad's house on that day when they say Mohbad don't buy. He see Mohbad lifeless on the ground. They'd already embalmed him with a lot of strangers in his house, including a lawyer and an alpha, with a lot of people in his house. And that was when Dre stood up and came to meet him and said he has 2 million naira for him. And it was that 2 million that he used in burying Mohbad. And let me tell you how crazy how this is. These same people that gave him that money where they used to bury her are the same people that also joined forces to push for the investigation that made them exhume Mohbad's body. People were paid for burial. Now the same people were talking me they remove him from ground. All of this because Baba Mohbad didn't have a voice. What is the voice? Money. Money. Everybody Baba Mohbad met in that house, all the strangers, they had money than him. They pushed him. And guess what? The man didn't know what to do. The mortuary, there was no proper documentation. He could not keep him there. He could not keep the body on the ground. Boom! 2 million naira came. What do I do? They quickly buried the boy. But when everybody was bashing the man, all of them kept quiet. All of them kept quiet. If Baba Mohbad had the voice, which is money, and he came back to the house and met all those strangers with the dead body of his son and a lawyer, everybody for don't go station. But let's leave that. Craziest part still remains. Same person, same people that gave 2 million naira where they use bury this boy. The day WhatsApp group where make them comot the boy body. All of these because they want to fight an enemy. You see, I really wish the police can start this case again. But the police cannot do anything. You know why? The people involved in all of this evil, they are very influential, connected. I won't say very influential. Some of them look influential, but they are not. They are just pretty much connected to one of these corrupt policemen that will help them cover it up no matter what. But if they really want justice for this boy, they will arrest everybody. Everybody again. Everybody again. Well, Baba Mohbad, from my side, I'm sorry about everything I ever said against you. I was just being an investigative person. I didn't know what happened to your boy. I was just trying to add 2 plus 2 together because nobody said what happened to Mohbad. You know, we only found out, they only gave us a story after like 1 year. Nobody said this is what happened to Mohbad. We were all distracted. I apologize on behalf of myself and the genuine people that wanted justice for Mohbad. But personally, Very Dark Man apologizes to you today. I am sorry, Baba Mohbad. You didn't know nothing. I am so sorry, Baba Mohbad. May God bless you. And I hope that this boy gets the justice that he deserves. And everything the media have ever said about you, I hope that God will help you clear your name. But for now, think about that. The person will bring money for burial. Now he still follow the WhatsApp group where they take remove the boy body. All in name of say they won't fight their ops. But they hide them under we want to investigate. But guess what? In every investigation they did, they all kept quiet. They no talk again. Until VDM started again, because VDM now have evidence. VDM now have a lot that he has not even posted yet. Anyways, I did for Edo State, as you all know, creating my speed breakers for my people. I don't want to hear that my people did die anyhow because of Dangote. We still restricted movement for Dangote. We are creating speed breakers. We are putting road dividers, all those bends, all those corners. When truck go they come, go see them. That's where we put the heavy stones. Then we put a long flag so that the trailers can see it from afar, And today we are still going to wrap it. We want to create all the signals that we can to protect people. So I'm still in Edo State doing that to protect lives. And also I will urge the people in Kogi State to also summon the courage to do the same thing, because I heard that your people are also dying. Peace and love, man. Don't play. If you play, you're going to learn. I will learn the hard way.